This is WKYT This Morning.
Kentucky Morning start right here on WKYT. Good morning to you. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Glad to be back with you guys. It's been 3 months since I've been here, so it feels good.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I had a baby girl.
Yeah, and she's so sweet and precious.
She is. She's awesome, and brought her up to the station last week, and she really enjoyed being up here, and I think you guys enjoyed seeing her.
We did.
So it was nice.
It was good to meet her. All right. We have a lot going on this morning, and let's tell you what's happening.
Yeah, right now at 6:30, we now know the identities of 2 people killed in a deadly Winchester crash. We will hear what police think may have led to the accident.
Also this morning, tickets are available for fans wanting to go to Muhammad Ali's funeral. It'll be right here in Kentucky. Find out who is expected to attend just ahead this morning.
3 former Wildcats have been chosen for a special honor as they have a chance to represent the U.S. in the upcoming Olympics.
Well, you picked the sky, Cam. I mean, no matter where you go, it's absolutely gorgeous outside. And it feels pretty good, too. I will say this. There were some spots a little bit cool. On that cool side in the upper 40s, lower 50s. And by the afternoon, awesome weather. 74 degrees. I'm going to show you how long we hold on to this good weather and when we start to see those 90s in the forecast coming out.
And let's get to the news. And leading our news this morning is a tragedy. 2 women were killed in a violent crash in Clark County.
Well, this one happened last night at the bypass in Colby Road. Police say 2 of the cars may have been racing at the time. WKYT's Mark Barber just talked to the coroner. We're going to get a recap of what he was told. He's live with the latest.
Good morning, Rebecca. And investigators say that one of those cars had a computer in it, so they're going to go ahead and check that computer to see if the 2 vehicles that were reported to be speeding before the crash were indeed racing. Now, we did speak with the coroner's office this morning, and they told us that they have identified the 2 women who were killed in the crash as 35-year-old Juanetta Mitchell of Berea and 62-year-old Sarah Helfrich of Richmond. While police still do not know how this deadly crash happened, we do know that both of those women were in the same car. They were killed near the intersection of Colby Road and Winchester Bypass around 10 o'clock last night. Now this morning, police are continuing to investigate, trying to figure out how this crash happened, why those 2 women died. We have been making calls to investigators this morning, trying to get more information, and as soon as we get an update, we'll bring it straight to you on air and online. Live in Winchester, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you. Obviously, a lot more to learn about the circumstances there. Investigators are also trying to figure out what led to a deadly crash on a Casey County road. That happened about 7 last night on Poplar Hill Road near Liberty when a car hit a tree. The Casey County Sheriff's Office says the driver was killed in the crash. The victim has not been identified yet. A very sad story in southern Kentucky. Investigators say an 11-year-old McCreary County boy drowned during a family outing on Monday night. Police say Caden Allen was swimming in the Big South Fork of the Cumberland River when he went under the water and never resurfaced. Search crews found his body yesterday morning. Family members say Caden was not an experienced swimmer.
Well, Kentucky is in the national spotlight this week. Thousands are planning to attend Muhammad Ali's funeral on Friday. That's in Louisville. People are already lining up to do that. Michelle Chamberlain is keeping tabs on this story from our alert desk.
Yeah, check out this new video that just came into our newsroom. This is video of people who are already lining up for tickets to Friday's service. 2 of Muhammad Ali's daughters are scheduled to speak. President Obama is not able to make it, but White House senior advisor Valerie Jarrett will read a statement from the president. The tickets are for Ali's funeral will be free and handed out this morning starting at 10 o'clock. There's a limit of 4 tickets per person. Fans of Ali's hope to be one of the 1,000 to pay their respects to the greatest.
They said that they were going to be having it open to the public. I was checking every 30 minutes to find out when to be here. We got here, there was about 15 people in the last few hours. It's just getting crazy.
Now, there will be an Islamic memorial service for Ali on Thursday, and his funeral will be Friday, like we said, at the KFC Yum Center.
Obviously, a lot of spotlight on Kentucky during this time. Well, firefighters are still trying to figure out what caused a fire that destroyed much of a Lexington home. The fire started yesterday afternoon on Grant Drive, that's off Hollow Creek Road. A couple inside the home managed to get out safely. They say they were in a back room and the fire alarm suddenly started going off. Firefighters managed to keep the fire from spreading beyond that one room. It did go into the attic some. Smoke and heat, though, did cause heavy damage throughout the home. The couple says they believe a candle is what started the fire.
A 3-alarm fire at a northern Kentucky business kept firefighters busy into the overnight hours. Crews responded to the fire at A1 Pallet Distributing in Florence around 6 last night. At one point, witnesses say smoke could be seen from miles away. Firefighters think the fire started on a pile of more than 1,000 pallets. No injuries were reported.
Well, get low and go. That is the message that the Lexington Fire Department is going to be giving to children today. They'll be outside Gaddytown from 10 until 3 for some fire safety tips. Hands-only CPR classes also are going to be taught there. Other demonstrations. That free event is great for kids and for the entire family.
An attempted overnight break-in at a Lexington business is under investigation this morning. Police say someone smashed in the front door at Lumber Liquidators off Winchester Road. Nothing was taken. Police do think that the burglar was scared off by the building's alarm.
The Lexington Council is making some changes to Mayor Jim Gray's $345 million proposed budget. The Herald Leader reports the biggest change is an additional 0.5% raise for city employees. That would bump the raise to 3.5%. If the budget is given a final approval next week, as is expected, that pay raise would go in effect on July 1st.
We've learned more this morning about a federal lawsuit filed against a Breathitt County ambulance company. The government claims the owner of AeroMed Ambulance milked over $1 million from Medicare and Medicaid by billing the programs for non-emergency transports. The lawsuit also claims AeroMed made employees change medical records to ensure Medicaid and Medicare would cover the costs. The company's attorney has denied the claims, saying the company had an order for every transport.
A Lexington murder trial will continue this morning. Mark Taylor, who's accused of killing Alex Johnson, a UK chef, in December of 2013, is on trial. And during yesterday's testimony, Johnson's girlfriend took the witness stand. She said Johnson regularly sold marijuana to Taylor. She says she also heard Taylor over the phone at Johnson's house at the time of the murder. Prosecutors say Johnson was killed over drugs and money.
3 people were arrested in Laurel County after police say they put 2 children in danger. On Monday, the Laurel County Sheriff's Office received a report of possible drug activity at a motel south of London. Deputies found Joshua Gibson, Shannon Holland, and Rex Gray inside a room along with a 6- and 7-year-old. Also found meth, digital scales, used needles, and a large amount of cash in the room. The 3 suspects were charged with drug and wanton endangerment. Deputies say the 2 children are now with other family members.
Time this morning is 6:39 here on WKYT. The Centers for Disease Control has issued a salmonella warning for folks who have backyard chicken flocks. The CDC says it is investigating more than 300 cases of salmonella in 35 states. 21 of those cases are here in Kentucky. The CDC says more than 90% of people who became sick report they were in contact with live poultry before falling ill. Donna Cox's family has 14 chickens at their home in Lexington. Cox says she has raised chickens her whole life and never had any problems with salmonella before. She says her family always takes common sense precautions when handling their poultry.
We just make it a habit to wash our hands. If we come out and pick them up, we come in and wash our hands. That's it.
Officials say the birds linked to the salmonella cases did not come from the same place. The CDC says it expects the outbreaks to continue over the next several months. An eastern Kentucky church is close to being rebuilt after it was destroyed in a fire. The Mill Creek Baptist Church in Bell County was destroyed after going up in flames back in February of 2015. But it has now risen from the ashes. Church members marked a milestone in the rebuilding process by adding the new steeple on top of the building. The newly built church is expected to be finished up by Friday.
3 former Wildcats have been chosen for a prestigious honor. Devin Booker, Willie Cauley-Stein, and Julius Randle have all been picked to be on the USA Men's Select basketball team. The USA Men's Select team is a stepping stone to making the USA Basketball Men's National Team. DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall, who are among the 31 finalists for the 2016 U.S. Olympics men's basketball team, previously placed on the Select team. So congratulations.
Yeah, always fun to watch those Wildcats even after their time here at Kentucky. You know?
Sure, they always have interesting futures ahead of them for sure. Well, let's get a check of traffic right now and see what's in the future in the way of, where you're getting, where
That's
you're
right.
going.
Let's go to Officer Don and check on live drive traffic. Hey, Don, good morning.
Good morning. Well, right now your future looks okay if you leave at this moment. I can tell you that the circle looks good, so does the interstate. And inbound Nicholasville Road from Jessamine County is still steady. Let's get a look outside. Overall traffic flow looks good around the city. We can see no problems for Sales Road. Right around the Parkway, there's a little bit of a slowdown right now inbound toward Lexington. That's not unusual. Our camera, courtesy of Lexington Fayette Urban County Government, shows Nicholasville a new circle right now, and no problems in that intersection. Drive times holding their own with no major issues on the north side, and we're good to go coming in across the Clays Ferry Bridge from Madison County. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you, Don. And as Micah was showing us those icons a little bit ago, don't forget your sunglasses today. And you can get the latest traffic and weather information anytime with the WKYT Weather Plus Traffic app. Download that for free in the app or Google Play stores. We're on a roll with this weather, you know. It looks good
awesome
right now. Well, we have a lot more news coming up on WKYT here on your Wednesday morning. Hope you'll stay with us now.
Well, we've got a lot on the way. We've been tracking the age of our dogs, and it's actually all wrong in how we do that. What two veterinarians are saying to do instead.
Such a good start to the day, and it looks much better as we head toward the afternoon. And what we're going to be looking at the next 48 hours, really nice weather after that. Yeah, it gets a little warm. I'm going to show you 90 degrees in your forecast coming up next.
Kentucky mornings start here. You're watching WKYT This Morning. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Yeah, such a nice start to your Wednesday. We're walking out the door and no problems whatsoever. The only problem that you will have today is trying to get out and enjoy this weather. Whether you're working, whether you got the kids, trying to figure out when can I get outside and enjoy it. Let me tell you this morning, it looks great, but there are a couple of spots in the upper 40s to right around 50 degrees, and that's on the cool side of things. That's pushing it. Somerset, Burnside, we're there at 50 degrees. Monticello, Powersburg, and off toward Whitley City, Williamsburg, Saxton, we're there in the lower 50s. And then go northbound in the central zones, Lexington, go off into Jessamine County, Woodford County, Garrett County, Boyle, Mercer. A lot going on this weekend for you guys, and this weekend's going to be totally different than today. I promise you that, and I'll show you that in just a few minutes. But a cool start nonetheless. We get into your afternoon. That humidity is way down, and that's always the helper when you're in June, July, August. So that's helping us out big time. 74 degrees, less humidity. A lot of sunshine. You will need the sunglasses this morning. So remember, that angle of the sun is going to be hitting you right in the face. And then we get off into your day tomorrow. Tomorrow, look at that start, 49 Mount Sterling. That goes for Flemingsburg. That works your way into Sharpsburg, Hillsboro. Go down south into East Bernstadt. Work your way back over toward Pippa Passes in Knott County. I mean, we're looking at a very chilly start tomorrow morning. But then we increase our temperatures very rapidly. We'll actually jump about 30 degrees. It'll be pushing that 80-degree reading, but for the most part, we'll stay there in the 70s. If you have any plans, a lot of these events kicking off tomorrow, some of these county fairs, you got Taylor County and Russell County still going on this week, and it's great weather for it. But watch this on Friday. Some much warmer air streams on in, and when that happens, typically you look at a rain chance. But the setup of this warm front is, as of right now, is subject to change, but as of right now, it looks like northern Kentucky, you guys on Friday will have the best chance, and that's still a relatively small chance at seeing maybe a passing shower or thunderstorm. So that's going to be on Friday. That's when things start to change. 74 today, 79 tomorrow. Next 48 hours look fantastic. Friday off into your weekend, that gets a little iffy. Now, many events happening. If you are heading out to the Beef Festival there in Harrodsburg at Fort Herod, that kicks off Friday into Saturday. It looks like Friday and Saturday looks good in that area, but just know it's going to be very warm, 90 degrees there on Saturday. Sunday, really no good chance of rain, only a 30%. So, guys, we could be pretty much dry all the way through the weekend, which would be good. You got the Bourbon Derby going on at Paris, and that's your half marathon and a lot of races going on. And in races, you don't want to be racing in 90 degrees, and that's why they have it early in the morning, so that'll help out. But afternoon looks really warm there on Saturday and Sunday. Really.
With that humidity as well, it sounds like. Yeah,
it's back. That's right.
Yeah.
Great cool weather. Yep,
right.
Love it.
Thank you, Micah. 6:48 our time this morning.
How old is Rover in human years? We're talking about the dog. Everyone does the math a little different.
Right. 1 year for a dog supposedly equals 7 years for a human, but apparently it's wrong. Veterinary behaviorist Dr. Lisa Radasta says a 1-year-old dog is roughly mentally equivalent to a 13-year-old human. At the other end of the age spectrum, veterinarian Dr. Marty Becker says many breeds become senior citizens at age 5 or 7. But some advice applies to both humans and to canines. Becker says weight control is really a key to a healthy old age. So just keep that in mind.
It's hard not to give those table scraps to old Fido, isn't it?
Try to let them trim up and take a little walk with you.
You want to spoil them, so yeah.
Hey, it's good to have you with us this morning on WKYT. Some of our top stories are coming right up.
Yeah, we have more news. Stick around with us.
Coming up, what's next in the race for president as Hillary Clinton becomes the Democrats' presumptive nominee? Senator Claire McCaskill joins us. Plus, new details about the sexual assault sentencing of a former Stanford student. More real news coming up on CBS This Morning, next.
Welcome back. It's 6:52 on your Wednesday. New this morning, the victims of a deadly three-car crash in Winchester have been identified.
It happened about 10 o'clock last night at the intersection of Bypass and Colby Roads in Winchester. We've now learned that 35-year-old Juanetta Mitchell of Berea and 62-year-old Sarah Helfrich of Richmond were both killed in the crash. Investigators say they are looking into the possibility that two of the cars involved may have been drag racing at the time of the crash.
Well, the government is out with some discouraging new figures on how many students are habitually missing school. An AP analysis finds the problem is particularly problematic in Washington, D.C. Nearly a third of students at the nation's capital absent at least 15 days in a single school year. Washington State and Alaska's rates were not too far behind, with about a quarter of students missing that many days. Florida had the lowest rate of absences at 4.5%. Overall, the Education Department numbers show that more than 6.5 million students were absent for at least 3 weeks of the year.
A 13-year-old Frankfurt girl is recovering this morning after being shot while visiting with family in Louisville. Family members say Kahana Morris was inside her aunt's home Monday night when a stray bullet came through the wall and struck her in the leg. Morris's family says the bullet is still lodged in the girl's leg. They say she will likely need to use crutches once she is finally released from the hospital. So far, Louisville police have not made any arrests for the shooting. Hillary Clinton has been named the winner of the Democratic primary in California. That word has come within the last few minutes, and the win only boosts her delegate total over her challenger, Senator Bernie Sanders. He continues to say he is in it until the end. Clinton is the first woman to become a presumptive presidential nominee of a major American party.
Well, authorities in Turkey say that a car bomb has recently detonated in the southeast region of that country. The bomb was targeted at district police headquarters. We have no word yet on any injuries or damage. Just yesterday morning, a vehicle carrying riot police near Istanbul University was bombed. Turkish police say at least 11 people were killed in yesterday's blast. A Michigan community is looking for answers this morning after several cyclists were run down on the road yesterday.
Awful circumstances. Brooke Silva-Braga has more on the deadly crash.
This was the scene after an out-of-control pickup sped through Kalamazoo for half an hour, then crashed into a group of cyclists.
It sounded like he hit a tree. Like, it didn't sound like he collided with people, bikes.
But that's exactly what it was. 5 people killed, 4 others injured.
It appears that this is a group of people that met and were riding together at the time this incident happened.
Witnesses described screeching tires and then a loud bang.
I seen a Dodge Ram fly past me coming towards my house, and I couldn't figure out why, and I seen a blue truck spin around and land in someone's yard.
Police were looking for the vehicle after several calls of dangerous driving, but weren't in direct pursuit. Police say the driver, a 50-year-old Michigan man, fled the scene but was apprehended nearby. Brooke Silva-Braga for CBS News, New York.
All right, tough situation there. Well, there's a new baby camel at the Lincoln Park Zoo in Illinois, and he is real cute.
Well, how could he not be, right? The Bactrian camel is now a month old. His name is Alexander Camelton. Isn't that cute? Alexander was the first camel born at the zoo since 1998. So cute. He's already standing at 4 feet tall.
Still likes to hang out with Mom there, as you can understand. As
Very
you can
sweet.
so understand,
I
right?
can so relate to that right about now.
It's been so good to have you in this morning.
The struggle is real, but I'm glad to be back.
That's right. Going to check in with Micah before we go for a final look at our weather and see what this Wednesday has in store.
Yeah, and it's really, really nice. We're at 54 degrees there in Jackson, 56 in Frankfurt. And as you walk across the way, I mean, anywhere you go really is very nice. Clear skies and also holding on to those nice temperatures. Once we hit the afternoon, we're at 74 degrees. Fantastic weather in store today. Guys, we get into tomorrow still staying in the 70s with some sunshine. And then Friday off into your weekend, we get 80s, we get a couple of chances at some 90s, and only small chances of rain. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
That's right. It was winter when you left.
It was.
Nobody's more up to date than you. Thank you for being with WKYT.